Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
It's me Faras and my friend is Fawas. We what are we gonna do? We will have presentation. The title is Education System in Indonesia. Okay, Fawas. So, what is education system in Indonesia?
The definition of education in Indonesia, an education system refers to the entire structure, process, policies, and institutions that are organized and interconnected to provide education within a country or region. Its main purpose is to develop individual potential through the teaching and learning process, enabling individuals to gain knowledge, skill, value, and attitudes that are beneficial both personally and socially.
Next. What's the objective of education system?
The objective of the education system is to shape individuals who are knowledgeable, skilled, and possess good character. To prepare individuals for social and professional roles, to enhance national welfare and development.
Okay, so next. Okay, what is the advantage of the education system in Indonesia?
There's 4 points of this advantage of Indonesian education system in Indonesia. First, 12 years of compulsory education. The government mandates 12 years of basic and secondary education, elementary, junior high, and senior high school. This provide broader opportunity for children to receive formal education. The second point is continuously update national curriculum. The government continuously improve the curriculum, such as through the Merdeka curriculum, which emphasizes project-based learning and conceptual understanding. Encourage students to think critically and creatively. The third one, inclusive and diverse education. There's growing access for children with special need and development of inclusive school. Formal and non-formal education options are expanding, including homeschooling and vocational education. The four is technology integration, or we can say digitalization. Digitalization. Increasing number of schools are integrating technology into learning. A learning platform like Rumah Belajar, Merdeka Mengajar, or something else.
Okay, we go next. Well, what is the weakness of the education system in Indonesia?
There's so much, but we gonna say just 2 points. First one is educational quality gap. There is a significant disparity in education quality between urban and remote areas. Access to qualified teacher, facility, and internet inequal. Second, overemphasis on academic scores. Too much focus on exam and memorization instead of character development, creativity, practical competition. Education is not yet fully aligned with the demand of the 21st. What's that?
21st century.
21st century workforce. Okay. Oh, there's 4 points.
You forgot, okay?
Yeah, I forgot it. Sorry. The third is lack of high quality teacher training. Many teachers have not received adequate professional training to implement active learning methods or use digital tools effectively. For inconsistent curriculum change. The curriculum often change with each new government without a proper transition. This causes difficult for teacher and student to adapt.
Next. Okay. What's the data analysis from like sekolah dasar until sekolah menengah atas?
Yeah, the data analysis is SD or sekolah dasar from Jawa Barat, West Java is 99%. From timur apa ya?
Java.
Jawa Timur is 98.78%. And Jawa Tengah 19.8%. For SMP or sekolah menengah pertama from Jawa Barat is 91%, Jawa Timur 19%, and Jawa Tengah 90%. And the senior high school or SMA sekolah menengah atas in Jawa Barat is just 66%, Jawa Timur 68%, and Jawa Tengah 58%.
Okay, we go to the next. Okay, what's your conclusion or summary from education system in Indonesia?
Indonesian education system is undergoing transformation with promising interactive like the Merdeka curriculum and increased digital integration. However, major challenges remain, especially in ensuring equal education quality, improving teacher training, and making the curriculum more relevant to the real world needs.
Okay.
To the real world needs.
Okay.
We're gonna watch YouTube video that makes sense with the topic.
Where is it, bro?
Where is it, man?
Where?
Wait. Sorry, it's lagging right now. Okay.
What's the sound?
Wait.
Kata orang, pendidikan kita punya 1000 masalah, dan salah satunya mungkin adalah kita. Ya, kemampuan belajar siswa Indonesia dibilang rendah. Untuk tes benar atau enggak, coba aja jawab pertanyaan ini. Kalian punya waktu sampai video ini berakhir untuk menjawabnya. Gimana? Susah? Kalau emang ngerasa kesulitan, bisa jadi survei yang satu ini tuh benar. Ya, survei 3 tahunan buat pelajar SMP ini nunjukin emang kemampuan pelajar Indonesia bisa dibilang bermasalah. Tapi emang gimana hasilnya? Gimana perbandingannya sama negara-negara dunia lainnya, dan dari posisi berapa kita sekarang? Jawabannya, kita ada di peringkat ke-7 dunia, tapi dari bawah. Ya, survei yang dibuat untuk mengukur kemampuan anak SMP dalam 3 bidang ini ternyata masih terlalu sulit. Nyatanya kita ada di peringkat ke-71 secara keseluruhan, kalah di negara-negara yang emang terkenal maju pendidikannya dan bahkan kalah sama negara-negara yang umurnya belum sepertiga Indonesia. Sedihnya lagi, tren pelajar-pelajar kita belakangan ini pun turun terus-menerus. Tapi tunggu dulu, apakah tes PISA ini emang bisa menggambarin realita pendidikan kita yang sebenarnya? Terus apa sih bisa kita lakukan ke depannya? Pastinya tes ini bukanlah hasil akhir yang nentuin kualitas pendidikan. Tapi kalau berkaca dari hasil tadi, bisa jadi itu karena banyak masalah yang menimpa pendidikan kita. Yang salah satunya karena masih adanya kebiasaan nggak hafal yang bikin kita nggak ngerti kenapa suatu materi dipelajari. Misalnya, coba kita balik ke teka-teki tadi. Disadarin atau enggak, sekolah ngajarin kita rumusnya dan lupa ngejelasin kalau masalah kayak gini sering banget kita hadapin di kehidupan sehari-hari. Tapi masalahnya, nggak cuma ada di sekolah aja, tapi juga di luar kelas. Misalnya kayak kondisi sosial ekonomi pelajar yang nggak merata yang akhirnya bikin hasil tes mereka jomplang dan tentu aja masalah-masalah lainnya. Makanya biar pendidikan kita bisa bersaing, kita perlu berkaca dari hasil survei ini dan ngambil kebijakan. Contohnya kayak, UN yang baru-baru ini dihilangin, yang perlu kita lakuin buat perbaikin pendidikan Indonesia. Bapak pendiri bangsa kita pernah bilang satu ucapan yang terkenal. Katanya, hanya satu tanah yang bisa disebut tanah airku. Ia berkembang dengan usaha dan usaha itu adalah usahaku. Melihat kondisi sekarang, ucapan itu bisa jadi dorongan buat kita semua yang meski di tengah fakta menyebabkan kualitas pendidikan di negara kita, kita yang harus ikut berjuang menyelesaikan. Dan seperti biasa, terima kasih.
Okay, we skip for that question. Just click F. Next. Next aja, next.
Okay, that's all from us. Are there any question? Is there no? Okay, thank you very much for your listening. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.